I'm Ben Meiselas from the MeidasTouch Network. You know, with MAGA Republicans, all roads always lead to Russia, literally and figuratively. And so when the MAGA Republican extremists revealed their commitment to cruelty in America, which they called their commitment to America, which involves total abortion bans and eliminating Social Security and eliminating your Medicare and raising prescription drug prices and making tax cuts for the billionaires and raising taxes for the middle class and all of the rest of us. They released like a hype video that they were trying to say, we celebrate the rich heritage of the American stories, what the narrator says. But when you actually look at the video, and this was a great story reported on by the Huffington Post, all of the stock footage that was used are actually videos of Russia. So when they show the video footage of like the drilling rigs to show like this is American industry at its finest, it's actually Russian industry that they're showing in the video. Now, whether they did that intentionally or unintentionally, and you would probably think, oh, it's probably just a mistake, and it likely could be a mistake. But, you know, with these MAGA Republicans, you just never know because they're so obsequious. They're spreading more Russian propaganda right now for Putin than even Putin's own Russian propagandists are, who they themselves in Russia are trying to question the war, whereas MAGA Republicans are the ones who are still like going after the hero Zelensky, that because all of these MAGA Republicans are just complete losers. But yeah, the stock footage here in the video, which is called the preamble to the commitment to the America, the narrator opens highlighting aspects of what it means to be America. It says, we celebrate the rich heritage of the American story and the vibrancy of the American dream. But the footage, it's stock footage, and the creator of the stock footage, Serge Grabanov, is a filmmaker based in Russia who told the Huffington Post that he filmed this scene in Russia's Volgograd region. And then he showed his Shutterstock website, which shows the region that it comes from. But it's not the only instance. It's not just that one clip. It's like repeatedly, like there's another scene there where there's this boy who's smiling and running in a field with a toy airplane. So it's not even the scene of just like the oil rig where the words liberty and the pursuit of happiness appear on the screen in reference to the Declaration of Independence. Well, that clip also was filmed in the Volgograd region in Russia as well. And it's a Russian child holding a toy airplane. And then they have another scene finally where it says Democrats are leading or have taken America off track. And they talk about economic issues. And then they show a grocery store, and the grocery store is either in, it looks like it's a Slovakian store is what they're saying in this Huffington Post article. And so Huffington Post then reached out to Kevin McCarthy for comment and asked, why would the GOP leaders use all Russian stock footage and not American stock footage? And then McCarthy didn't respond directly, but he had a spokesperson say, it's interesting how you guys aren't remotely interested on the issues facing the American people in the video. Well, the issues that are in the video are issues that are affecting Russian people because you're using all of Russian footage. And the issues that Americans care about are issues like making sure that you don't take away American Social Security, that you stop raising prescription drug prices, that you stop doing incredibly cruel things like trying to block bills that give our troops and veterans who return overseas healthcare for exposure to toxic burn pits. What Americans care about is we want to support our natural allies, our historical allies, and our commitment to NATO, and not empower dictators like Vladimir Putin and Kim Jong-un, who you all in the MAGA Republican Party are enamored with. What Americans are focused with is that Americans are focused with going about their lives in normal and stable ways and not having weirdo fascist cult behavior intrude and take away our freedoms. Americans are deeply concerned about your policies to make federal total abortion bans and to continue to go after women, continue to try to dictate who we can love, who we can be friends with, because all of you are projecting your own hate, your own insecurities, and y'all don't have a plan for anything, period. Nothing, the problems that we confront as a nation are very, very, very difficult. And we need serious adults in the room to try to confront and solve these problems. And we don't need this wacky fascist cosplay, Russian-style propaganda bizarreness that y'all want to enforce and thrust upon us here in the United States of America. Enough is enough. And at the most basic level, we want competence. And what this highlights also that you can't even find for your own rollout the video image of Americans. Like, you can't even handle that. Everything y'all do is so incompetent. No effort. You're lazy. You don't put in the work. You just want, that's the thing. Like you're the people who, let's pull ourselves up from our bootstraps, but y'all are the most entitled, lazy group of people that ever exist. The least hardworking group of people that ever, y'all aren't workers. Kevin McCarthy thinks that he's a hard worker. The only thing that Kevin McCarthy works hard in is running his ass over to Mar-a-Lago to try to give Donald Trump massages at the end of the day. I'm Ben Meiselas from the MeidasTouch Network. Hey, make sure you hit the subscribe button right now. We're on our way to 1 million subs, thanks to you. And if you want to support independent journalism like this, if you want to support 100% independent media where we have no outside investors at all, what you can do is go to patreon.com/MeidasTouch. That's patreon.com/MeidasTouch. Patreon.com/MeidasTouch. We have a number of membership tiers with lots of cool exclusive benefits, but most importantly, it's a way that you can get involved and help grow this independent media channel with us as part of our team. Thank you so much, and until next time, I'm Ben Meiselas reporting.
This November is Rowvember. MeidasTouch just released its brand new collection of Rowvember t-shirts and pins to let the country know what's at stake this upcoming midterm election. Go to store.meidastouch.com to grab yours. That's store.meidastouch.com.